Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I wanted to show you how I got my image transfers with this gel plate. The first thing I'm going to do is take from a stack of just plain printer paper that I have over here, and I want to make some backgrounds that we're going to put the images on. I've been trying different types of pages. This is from one of those high-end graphic design magazines, as is this and this. And then I pulled some pictures from a book. We have color and black and white photographs of Maryland. This is from a book, and the pages are really nice. You can see that they're not super glossy. They have a little bit of gloss. There's another of Maryland. And then I have a couple of images of faces from an old Victoria magazine. The reason for the background pages is to give me some really pretty backgrounds to put my images on, the faces. So we're probably going to pick up some black as well because I've been playing. And any bits of debris on here, I'm just going to try to pull that off. This doesn't have to be super fancy. I just want to get some color in the background. I'm just going to lay a piece of paper down, and we're going to spread some pressure all over the top of this to pull that paint off. And that gives us a pink background. Normally when there are lines in it or in your paint, there's something stuck to the brayer. Sometimes that's a big deal and sometimes that's not. Before we get started, I want to take just a minute and show you some of the attempts. This is Marilyn. I think I had too much paint on the gel plate right where her face was. That's Marilyn. You can see her smile. That again is Marilyn. You can see the beautiful smile. And that is Marilyn. At this point, I was trying to get the paint just right. This is an image from the old Victoria magazine. That was from an ad. That came out really pretty. You already saw this one. You didn't see this one. This is an old image from a Victoria magazine. I love the way that turned out. This one is so faint. That is an old ad from Elizabeth Taylor's, I think Diamonds was the name of that perfume. It didn't really completely turn out. You can see her hair. You already saw that one. It actually picked up part of the writing, and then this one. So now let me show you the next step. We have some background pages ready to go. I'm going to use this paper just to clean the brayer off. We're going to put down some black paint. I have found in trying different paints that this thin, cheaper paint, it has worked the best for me. I tried some of this Reeves, and it might be that it's just too old, but this was super thick and the images just were not coming off with this. So I'm going to put, let me just show you, just a little bit. I don't know if that's even a teaspoon. And we're going to use that to cover the whole gel plate. I feel like I need just a drop more. Not much. You can see I barely added any more to it, but I don't want it to be completely dry. Let's see if I can spread that out. It really almost looks transparent on there, and we don't want so much paint that it just ends up painting the top of the image we're putting down. We want it to pull the pigment from the paper onto the gel plate. Let's just start with the one on top. I'm going to lay this down flat. That's from an old Victoria magazine. I'm going to use another piece of paper. This is where the frames are coming from. I lay it down. The page underneath the gel plate helps to line up the page on top. So I'm going to go all over this. This picks up that black around the edge as well as works to press that image into the acrylic paint that's on the gel plate. The paper can really stick. I mean, this gel plate is sticky. So what I'm going to do next, and we will see how this turns out. This is live testing with the birdsong community. I'm going to pull this up and just see if it looks like it takes. Not that I can do anything about it. But look, you can see a face in there. I think using less paint is the key. And let's just lay that down. What I've been doing is cleaning my brayer off some on the back of this, and then that just helps it to pick up that paint underneath. Okay, you can see the face in there. It's really, really faint. And let's try this little one of Maryland. Let's put it right in the center. I'm going to put this down. Maybe we'll use this. Are we going to have an image underneath? Oh, it looks like we are. Yeah, I think the trick is to use less paint. So let's put this right here. Well, a little bit. Got a little bit of it. I like that. So I would consider that a success. I can't wait to try this next one. So let's again put, what is that, about half a teaspoon of black acrylic paint. All right, Marilyn. Let's put you right here. So let's take that off. And I'm going to try the lavender background that we made. I'm hoping that this worked. Oh, it looks like it did. That might be one of the best ones so far, but only time will tell. So let's lay that down and do our best to pick up every little bit of paint. Ooh, look at that. You could write on that. That would be an awesome journal page. That is amazing. Let's try again. We'll put about half. That's got a blob coming out of it. Ah, this paint is driving me crazy. Won't worry about it. I've been trying to figure out as well which background colors I like the best. And you don't have to have a background color. A background color is really pretty. I wonder if that's too much paint. Let's just take some off of the brayer. And let's try this beautiful, beautiful image. And we will use our handy dandy paper that we've used over and over again to take off the paint around the edge. Okay, let's do that. And now maybe we will try this pink. Ooh, oh my goodness, look at that. I think we are seeing that the trick is to use just a very translucent layer of black acrylic paint. I'm using the cheap acrylic paint, Nicole's Studio from, I believe that's AC Moore. When it's on sale, you can get a bottle for about 50 cents. Oh my goodness, that is the best one so far. Isn't that amazing? I could frame that. My daughter would love that. I want to make her a Maryland journal for Christmas. So is that thin enough? It has to almost look like ice. Now let's try, I really want to try this one. I'm afraid my battery's going to run out, so let's go ahead and do this fellow with all the freckles and see how this turns out. This is an image from that Archive Design magazine, and we're using this page again to take the black from around the edges of the paper. You don't have to do that. Ah, that's going to be cool. I don't know if it got any freckles, but I think I see. Oh, I could have done it on this side as well. Look at that. That might have been even better. I am loving this gel plate so much. It's a gel press gel plate, and you can just keep using papers over and over again. They dry really fast. This is different from just taking acrylic paint and a paintbrush and painting straight onto paper. You're transferring this paint with a brayer and spreading thin layers, and you know, like even that is pretty. I think I'm going to stop here because I know you're getting the idea at this point. I don't want this to be a super long video. I just wanted to show you what I have learned so far with the gel press. Get on YouTube and search for gel plate tutorials. Jelly plate, jelly printing, gel press is the one I've got. That's the brand name, and I ordered mine from Amazon 2 or 3 weeks ago. I wanted to use it first and make sure that it was going to be something that I could really recommend. I have a link in the description where you can see exactly the one I bought. Now, let's see what we got from this one. We lost his freckles, but he's in there. Once you start using it, I don't think it's ever going to be pristine again. I keep a little basin, like a little wash basin out here with water, and I need to bring some mild soap out here. But I did want to get just most of the debris off. I think one of the most fun parts about this is after you use it, at the very last of each different page is picking up the bits of paint from the last go round. Turn that off a little bit. This is the case it came in, and this is what you store it in. I like that it has that, so I just stand mine up. You can see where you could hang it up. That's probably where it hangs when it's in the stores. I'm going to stop there, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you to new subscribers. I'm so glad you're here. I will be back soon, probably tomorrow. Well, who knows? I have some paper packs I need to put into the shop. I will be back soon with another video. Bye for now.